everybody, it's KK's World, back with another video, and today I made a calendar for the second half of 2020, and put Nintendo games, DLC, whatever I think is going to happen that I would like to see in each month in the boxes. Obviously, because of the pandemic, there probably won't be a lot of big games, but this is a best case scenario. So without further ado, let's get into the video. In conclusion, take these with a grain of salt because it is just a best case scenario. I don't know how many will happen, but it's always fun to think about and predict. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and as always, stay happy and healthy. Hey everybody. So, July, we got New Horizons DLC. Given the fact that we already have a big game coming out, Paper Mario the Origami King, there most likely would not be two big games in the same month, especially during a pandemic. Anyway, I honestly don't know what they would add, because they are actively having in-game events, and it is currently the 6th best-selling Switch game, and will probably end up top 3 overall. Again, this game is really great, but DLC never hurts to include. Alright, for August, we got Breath of the Wild 2 announcements. I know that everybody has been waiting for the sequel to Breath of the Wild, given that that game was absolutely amazing. Me personally, I'm not a big Zelda person, but I definitely do see why people enjoy the game. It looks pretty good. I think that we will get a whole wave of new information, potentially the release date, a Nintendo Direct, or even more. However, I just listed this as announcements, because the game probably won't come out until at least 2021, in my opinion. Alright, September we got Pikmin 4. I really have no explanation for this one. It could happen, it could not, but I don't know what's going on with Pikmin. Their last game was Hey Pikmin, an obscure little game for the 3DS in 2017. Not even counting that, the last game released was Pikmin 3 in 2013 for the Wii U. Apparently Miyamoto and Nintendo are in development, but that news was from October 2016, and the oldest news I could find, or actually, my bad, October 2019, I read that wrong. And the oldest news I could find regarding the game was pretty much the exact same thing from 2015. So, who knows. Then again, Pikmin games don't sell like Mario or Zelda games. Don't get me wrong, they're pretty great games, but just not as well known as some of the other Nintendo franchises. And because of that, is not a priority to Nintendo right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the game is or almost done. It may release a bit later than this, maybe even 2021, but I'm hopeful for all the Pikmin fans out there. You will have a game sometime this year, and hopefully as early as September. Alright, and because Super Mario 3D World is my favorite game, that's why I used the footage from this one, because technically this is 4 games right here. So, October and November, we got the 3D Mario remasters. However, after some slow news, let's get into the big thing that everybody is talking about. The 3D Mario remasters. I'm sure you've heard me talk about these in a few recent videos. This doesn't really fit with these months, but I would expect the games to get announced later this summer. Anyway, in October, I think that we're going to get an official Nintendo Direct on each game individually, or maybe all grouped together. Maybe all released week after week. In November, though, is my guess for the games releasing. Just like the Directs, they could release them all on the same day, or spread the release dates out a couple weeks. I would certainly make more videos on these. If you want me to, let me know in the comments below, but let's get to the last month of the year, December. Finally, in December, we got the Smash Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. We already know that there's an armed fighter in Volume 2 of the Fighters Pass. I would love to see Waluigi, but the odds of Sakurai ever putting Waluigi in a Smash game are like 1 in a million, let's be honest. Anyway, after the huge Mario remasters, they could add something a little extra special for the holiday season, and that's basically what this is for. In conclusion, take these with a grain of salt, because it is just a best case scenario. I don't know how many will happen, but it's always fun to think about and predict. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and as always, stay happy and healthy.